Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. Alright. I want to speak on the behavior of these YNs. Alright. YN means young niggas. That seems to be the new trendy description of these dummies now. All they do is walk around with Pooh Shiesty masks and wreak havoc on society, truthfully. Because all these young niggas want to do is fight and shoot. And they have a soundtrack to this behavior, which is called drill music, which was created out of Chicago. It's just a music form of just rap, and it just promotes violence and death and gang culture to a certain type of beat and a certain way of rhyming, and that's all these niggas want to do. These niggas want to be these niggas want to be drillers, and they're motivated by the ones that create the music. And also, just want to speak on this generation. It like the way the Lord set it up, that just things are going to get worse before they get better. The behavior of these little niggas, man, is a result of the curses from Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. But also just the fact that society, from a mental standpoint, is going to be shrinking, and people will lose respect for one another. The Bible says that the love of money the love of many shall wax cold. So love and respect is like they coincide with each other. So it's like a love, it's going to be love lost. It's going to be respect lost. And there's no respect for your elders. They don't respect the hoary head. That's why the Bible is a book on instructions and respect and honor. That's why the Bible says honor and hoary head. A hoary head is a man with white hairs. All right? And the white hairs are a representation of, age and wisdom, and it basically means an old man, pretty much. Hoary head meaning an older man. All right, and you respect an older man, and there's just so many things that the Bible teaches, the youth to be, to respect your mother and your father. You honor your mother and your father. All right, and you respect your elders, all right, of the community. But these days, these young niggas don't respect anything. All right, they respect their emotions. That's why they're so weak. They think they tough, but they really just weak as hell. And recently I've seen the behavior on full throttle. A couple weeks ago in Chicago, once again, it got a little warm, and the young niggas decided they were going to go downtown Chicago again and raise hell. Because this has been going on for a few years, man. Even at the beach, you had some spiggers All right, that decided to go to the beach and start a fight. And it's like, damn, like, hey, everywhere you niggas go is just a problem. You know what I mean? So, I always show this clip of this little nigga here swinging on a grown man, a teacher. Now, me personally, bro, growing up, bro, I knew better than to swing on some teacher or a cop. Damn, I really want to get that video. Hold on, I gotta get it because this also motivated this lesson. Man, did y'all see that? I gotta, them cops, they had the patience of Job because I'd have been blew one of them hoes back. Bow! Cause that's crazy. Y'all saw that. You see that behavior? Those are Israelite women. You see the behavior that they had. It's madness. Now check this out. You see that? You heard what the little nigga in the camera that's holding the camera, right? Recording. He said, stick his ass, Avon, or whatever fuck. Yeah, stick him. I'm trying to get his homie to hit that old man. Y'all see the behavior of these niggas, man. Y'all see this shit. Let's continue.
A teenager was shot as crowds blocked traffic last night in Streeterville. Chicago police tried to disperse the teens. Now, we've seen this happen over the past couple of summers. NBC5's Jen Schatz is in our control center now with what we know this morning. Jen.
Patrick, a 15-year-old suffered a graze wound last night to the leg, but was last listed in good condition. Of course, yesterday, temperatures, they were in the 70s, and with it being a weekend night, it drew a lot of youth to the downtown area. We want to show you the scene near Ogden Park. This was in Streeterville and near the Columbus and Illinois intersection. Our crews witnessed police trying to break up large crowds using flashing lights to try and disperse the teens, which, as you can see, largely ineffective. You can also see teens running from police and blocking traffic. There were reports of some loud pops, and this was the scene not far from that intersection. This is on City Front Plaza. You can see first responders helping that 15-year-old who was taken to Lurie Children's Hospital. Police report they heard gunshots and saw a large group of people run off. Now, in the past, these large gatherings of teens blocking traffic have prompted stricter curfews for minors downtown.
You see that? Nobody... Old nation not desired. Nobody wants to be around you niggas, man. Everybody hates you. It's crazy because even within the tribes, y'all hate each other. Y'all don't even like being around each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's that bad. That's how bad it is. You know? It's terrible. And where are the fucking parents? Come on, man. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Where are the parents? All right, this is Isaiah 3:12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lay thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths." And the way of the paths, they don't follow. All right, the Lord has given an order on how things go, and these children don't follow the order. They don't follow the order of the parents. They don't honor their mother, their father. All right, and the women are the ones ruling over these children because the father is absent, so they have no true leader. And it's the father's fault and it's the mother's fault. All right, because niggas will just have kids and just leave the kids. All right, and you like, you know, they leave the mother to be a pappy basically. So now she got to jump out of her role and play the man's role. All right, which is not the order. All right, so it's just out of order. Like, the whole community is just out of order. All right, everybody. Isaiah 51:20, and it says, "Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in the net. They are full of the fury of Yahweh, the rebuke of thy God." So they're full of the fury of the Lord. All these niggas do is create death. You know, you would think, man, if the Lord were out here literally just killing, you know what I'm saying, that would be like, you know, how you would describe it. Man, there's just so much violence. You know, you would think that only a God could do this. You know what I mean? Because it's so, it's like, it's just so fast on how it happens. It's just so much of it in a abundance. You know, like every time you like, because it becomes a stereotype because it happens so much. You know, like you turn on the radio, you turn on the television, you see it and you hear it. You know, like, that's why they're in the predicament that they're in. That's why the kids are uncontrollable, because they lack respect. They don't have this order that the Lord set up. All right, this is Sirach 16:1. It says, "Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons." It says, "Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them." And these niggas do not have the fear of the Lord. They don't. They don't fear nothing. That's why they have like the fury of the Lord out here in these streets. Hey, it was crazy. I had did a lesson a couple weeks ago. A little rapper. I forget the little nigga name from Chicago, but he talked about, man, we out here killing so much that even if God got in the way, we'll shoot at him too. That's basically what he said. You know, I didn't want to use all the ebonics that the nigga used. You know, we'll blow at, you know, all that, and then, you know. Basically, that's what he said. He said, even if the Lord got in the way, we'll shoot him too. That's how fucking terrible these niggas are, man. Right? That's how terrible these niggas are. This is wisdom here. Verse 3, "Trust not in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000. And that's why, man, because you see what happened. See, this is why a disobedient child gets stoned to death. Because when you have one that is disobedient, ignorant, disrespectful, then that creates more of an influence on the other kids, and then they become disrespectful. And you don't want to have a multitude, because now it's out of control. For one that is just is better than 1,000, and better is it to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. So it's the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. And here, the wisdom that's coming from the Lord is saying, shit, it's better to die without children than to have some ungodly ones. So that's why it's so important for you to train up a child where he may go. All right? Let me see. See if I can find that. It's in Proverbs. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And this, you don't want to ever depart from this word. All right, because then you're nothing. But when you got it, you got everything. Everything the Lord will want you to have, you got it. All right. But these little niggas is terrible. Don't be like them little niggas, man. The Bible is wisdom. It tells you that all this is going to happen. All right? This is curses. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua.